Think that shit
When
enough?
police arrived on the scene,
I was about to say, mind you, he's caught like red-handed, so there's really no point of the interrogation. I just want to see how it's going to
But
unfold.
that's where I feel like certain people get the benefit of the doubt over others, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah.
Yeah, we knew that though.
they found the festively decorated exterior of the house masking a horror scene inside. In an exclusive interview, Alan and Nicole Brazel recount what they can remember from that terrifying night. Later, we'll hear from Sonny himself.
Ashley said she was going to go to bed. Sonny was going to go to bed. He's been awake too all day and at work. So everybody was kind of tired. Alan was already, I think, in the bedroom. I think he came and told everybody good night. I went straight into the room. I just hurt and put on my robe. And I think Ashley was going to go ahead and eat some soup that I had cooked. As soon as I go to sit down on the bed, the light's already off in the bedroom, I hear what I think is firecrackers. It's all my mind. Pop, 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 firecrackers. Sonny being such a mild kid and Ashley they both were kind of like little professors, responsible kids. They got great grades in school. I know that I bought firecrackers for New Year's Eve. And I'm thinking, I cannot believe one of them let off firecrackers. Because I hear Ashley say, Sonny, very surprised, in shock. That's all I hear through the door. And then I hear firecrackers.
So you see how she kind of enabled it because she said, oh, yeah, knowing my kids are smart and knowing holidays are coming, regular shit is happening when my kids are playing with firecrackers in the house. So I kind of disregarded it. Like, I think noticing is the first step. Like, paying attention to what's going on, and like, you can avoid so much shit if you know what I mean? Like, if you scared of certain shit, you're not gonna go for a lot of shit. But I don't think they were scared enough. I don't think they were scared at all.
Regardless if it was a firecracker or not, that shit lit in the crib. You don't think I'm gonna go check that out?
That's
cracker. So I throw back on my robe. I don't have clothes. I throw back on my robe. Alan jumps up, and so I go to go outside.
Okay, so she
I'm
go
furious.
check.
Like, what? Who let off firecrackers in the house?
Right.
What? I can't even believe they would do this. Either one. I don't even think either one would do it.
I was closest to the door going out into the hallway. And whenever I heard it, pretty much immediately I knew what it was, because I am a
country boy.
I'm a country boy. I'm a hunter and I have guns. And I've always had guns. So I immediately.
He's an enabler too. He probably taught him.
He the one who we got the gun from, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, let's go.
I knew what
That's
it was,
accessory.
But I didn't put it that it was somebody from in the house, like Ashley or Sonny. I thought somebody had came in the house, like a break-in. So I immediately reached down and grabbed my handgun and started toward the door. And
see, he's smart. He
ain't smart. He's not smart. Notice how he said, "I reached down and grabbed my gun. I didn't run to my safe, unlock my safe." Yeah, he's
he didn't have the gun.
No, he didn't have the gun locked up. He has all the. He didn't see all the guns.
Don't take your gun out there. And of course, you have these conversations with yourself really, really fast. Like, are you crazy? I'm not going out there, because I knew it was gunfire, and I'm like, I'm not going out there without some kind of protection. Heard it again, pretty much. Don't take your gun out.
Do I have to say any more from this picture?
Wait. Pause.
So
it's a lot of 22 long rifles, though. That's why I'm like, in a sense, he doesn't. He has a lot of small caliber, but he has a lot. He has a infirmary of bullets.
That nigga is trained.
Yeah, he has an infirmary of shit. Yeah.
Put the gun down, and I kind of tossed it on the bed and headed out the door. And when I got there, I immediately saw Sonny standing there, and he had a gun in his hand. Of course, I didn't know where he got the gun because it was a Christmas present that I didn't know about. So I yelled at him. I said, Sonny, put the gun down. He was immediately obedient, as he always was.
They wanted that man to
He leaned down, he put the gun down, and I kind of grabbed him by his shirt and kind of scooted him or slung him over to the side up against the hallway there. And I said, you stand right here. I said, do not move. He did. He just stood there. He didn't say anything, but he stood there. So we went to check on Ashley. That's when she went in.
This is all in a matter of instant seconds. I'm like, Ashley, because I see I don't realize that I'm still looking for like a firecracker damage. I know this sounds strange, but the mind, I'm still stuck on firecrackers.
It was at this point that Sonny's stepfather rushed back to the bedroom to find his cell phone and call for help.
So he shot her already?
Fear Fest.
Yeah, that's where
the
that's what
best.
the mom's saying.
okay,
The
yeah,
mom's
yeah.
saying
Brings you 31
she was
That
looking for
exact
the firecracker. Meanwhile, he know what's going on. He already
Right.
knew from
minute, I guess Sonny
when he
bends down,
got
picks
up.
up that gun again. It's on the ground. He's a little bit away from it. I have pulled Ashley from the couch, not being I'm a tall gal, but she was only about 5'5", lightweight. But
Damn.
I tried to pull her from the couch, and I realized Sonny's grabbed the gun. He runs to our bedroom. So I start screaming for Alan. Oh my God!
Sonny, don't do it. Sonny, don't do it. Don't do it.
Probably gonna kill
Don't do
himself.
it, Sonny. I'm not trying to hurt you, son. Don't do it.
This man runs through the house and runs to the bedroom.
Sonny, you know, and he took off to the bedroom, and I turned around and I saw him go to the bedroom. I started toward the door. Sonny had ran around our bed to the furthest point away from the doorway. He was staring straight ahead at the door, but he was trying to change the clip in the gun, to change the magazine in the gun.
Trained.
Because he had shot everything out of the first clip whenever he was in the living room. He's holding the gun. He's holding both of the magazines in his hand. And he's not looking down to see what he's doing. And of course, he had never handled this gun before. You know, so by the time
go back. Because that's a 4-5 with a limit squeeze. Do you know how, bro? You have to grab that gun hard as fuck to shoot it. You gotta push it from the back and able to enable the trigger.
The clip in the gun.
That man was mad as fuck or something.
Because he had shot everything out of the first clip whenever he was in the living room. He's holding the gun. He's holding both of the magazines in his hand.
45
and he's not looking
ACP
down
shells.
to see what he's doing. And of course, he had never handled this gun before. You know, so by the time I ran over there, he pushed the magazine into the gun, and he stuck the gun up to my chest from where I was at this point in time. I was up right in front of him, you know, and I was fixing to grab a hold of him. And he was just kind of staring straight ahead, and he just started pulling the trigger. He had put the same magazine back in that he started with that was empty. If he had gotten the right magazine, I wouldn't be here today. I'd have and she was his favorite. They had the most in common. They were both very smart, very high IQs.
Yet Sonny manages to erase all of that personality and all of that love in the interrogation room. This clinical and detached way of speaking appears to be a symptom of depersonalization, which is closely related to dissociative amnesia and dissociative identity disorder, two very serious mental illnesses. There's no anger here, no emotion at all, and no indication that he had major issues with his family. It's almost like he was possessed and is now just describing what he saw. He's speaking like the lights are on, but nobody's home.
I suppose I just saw her and I didn't recognize her as a son, but shot the first person I saw, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Not a reaction. Obviously, actually didn't. Not the way I intended to, as I didn't make enough room or take into account, the way humans act. Right. Being mainly me as far as humans go. Yeah. So,
with Sonny so forthcoming regarding the details of the crime, the investigator seeks to confirm what Sonny's stepfather, Alan Brazel, told them about the crime.
When your father went to chase after you in the bedroom, what bedroom was that?
It was the largest bedroom. It's the master bedroom, the one where they sleep.
Okay.
So, yeah, I had a large king-size bed.
And you told me that you had, at that point in time, he had dropped the weapon. And, yes. then you reached down and picked it up about 20 seconds later.
It was
yeah. So,
about a meter away from me.
Right.
So what happened? I can see it already. What happened was he definitely tried to load a 22 clip into that. That's what he just picked up, a clip that was in the room. The one on the right is the one for the 4.5. The one on the left is the one for no. Sorry, it's wrong. Those look like 380s on the right. The one on the left is a clip. The one on the right look like a 380. Whatever it is too little, because look, that's a 9 bullet on the right, or a 380 bullet. All these shits on the bed, they short and stocky. Those 40 bullets.
Right.
Unless that's the one bullet that didn't come out. Because he said he had one in the chamber and he let off all of them. But the math not mathing for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
what you mean? What's not adding up?
Like, where's the blood? Like, where's all the?
Oh, the blood. Yeah.
Like.
We're gonna get to it though. We halfway through.
I know.
About 2, 3, about a meter away from me. Right. So I went from couch, grabbed it.
Send a nigga up.
Let's go. I was about to say we need a little 5-minute intermission. If you're just now joining, you know what I mean? Drop a like, comment, share, subscribe. We coming at y'all all year. Bangers on bangers on bangers on bangers. I mean, if you're just now tapping in, this is the reaction. Millie Queso. Right now, we reacting to some man. He killed his sister. He's getting interrogated about it, and he's from my point of view. Now, this is where we break it down and decipher it halfway through.
I was gonna say, he seemed like he's a whole different person inside this room. Like the whole family side, like they was cool, loving brother and sister. You know what I mean?
But that's where I feel like. Also, on the flip side, you gotta remember, what do you call him? A narcissist or whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna act like he knows, so he can come home on some. Oh, I went to mental camp or I went to rehab shit. This ain't no bro. This ain't no picnic, my nigga. He's sitting there cooling it like he not. Everything he's saying adding up with the parents. So they mostly what I'm seeing right now is there's a sense of concern for him rather than we're scared of you. It's like, why did you?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you that? But that's what I can't fathom how smart you are and you got a disorder like that. Because like he's like, you know what you're doing, but you gonna blame it on that. Like I can't trust. Like which one is it?
But that's,
do you know what you're doing, or do you not know what you're doing?
If you had such a great childhood, you can't be that. I mean, like,
and you heard how he was talking in the interview. He sounded different then too. In the interview, he sounded normal as hell. Right now, he sounds smart as shit, like mad educated, like over the top smart. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, shout out y'all if y'all still here. You sending them up. Let's go.
Are you sending them up now? I might have to reload him.
Shit, ain't nothing to hit him again.
I don't know. Y'all drop y'all thoughts in the
comments. Y'all gotta. My eyes open right now, so y'all gotta live. Okay, yeah. Y'all have to live let me know what's going on. Like, Like,
I want to know what set him off because like I really don't get it unless unless it's school like. But I don't understand why you take it out on your parents though or your whole family. Like your dad gotta be beating you type shit. Your sister gotta be making fun of you type shit. Like your whole life gotta be bad for you to try to go kill your whole family. Like niggas picking on you in school.
on top of you smart enough to do computers and all that, bro. You could have did something with your life. Run that shit though, Turbo. Oh, we sending them up?
Oh, nah, I can do that. I can do it in the process. We good.
Come on. Let's go then.
And then take the magazine from my pocket.
What were you trying to do when you ran away?
My plan was to grab the weapon and load the magazine.
Wait.
Full Metal Jacket.
ACP. I got it right on the head, bro. Y'all got it.
Wait. So I'm guessing the Full Metal Jacket, right? Well, I don't think that makes sense with no blood though. I'm thinking maybe they got stuck, maybe.
Stuck in her?
Yeah, but there'll still be blood though, right?
No, Full Metal Jacket, that shit going in and out.
It's going straight through? Okay.
Yeah, that's going in and that go through.
So those like hollows. No, I thought hollows is like that.
No, hollows is the shit that go inside of you, hit a bone and shatter the shit. Like it's a hollow is like basically literally what it is. It's like it's hollow, so when it hits you, it's in the vibration through your bones, so it crack all them shits worse than with a regular like a bullet or just. Know what I mean? Crack your shit.
So what's the difference between that and FMJ? Because I'm pretty sure FMJ gonna fuck shit up on the way in.
But that the FMJ is meant to shoot through armor, nigga. That's that's home defense right there. That's 250 grain is damn near them is the rifles niggas be shooting deer with. That's why 45s is big as fuck. Like,
hey man, it's FMJ or nothing around here. You know what I mean? You walk through that door, you ain't gonna walk back out.
And your father ran after you and caught you in the bedroom.
Yes.
And you did not have a chance to load the magazine.
Pause.
What happened?
He got a lockbox under his bed.
He do.
Why is that lockbox there if all your guns everywhere?
But that's what I'm saying. He gotta have one of them big fuckers for all the 22s he got, all the long rifles. It's possible that's when he said he grabbed his gun out of there as possible. Because remember, this gun is a gift. He know nothing about this. He only know about that one gun. So it's possible he rolled out of bed and, you know what I mean? He ain't say that he got out to save, but he probably should.
You know what? But the him not knowing he had a gun was probably because somebody else in the family bought it for him and he told him.
But that's the thing. The mom, the daughter, and the son was all in on it. And they dumbass put it in. Bro, that was this gift. That was for Christmas. And they put it in his room. He had easy access.
Oh, it was the gift for the dad.
Yes, and they put the gift in his room until they can wrap it.
Nah, that's bad for business.
What he do?
But I fumbled with it, and I did load it.
She had a flashlight and all that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I wasn't able to pull back the hammer all the way.
Pause. Give me 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds. So now let's go back. You smart enough to put computers together and shit like that. But you're playing dumb. Now it's okay. This is where the weed come in. You're playing dumb, but that gun had to get loaded. If it was a brand new gun, it had to get loaded.
Right.
Guns don't come loaded. You're smart enough to put computers together, but you're not smart enough to put a clip. Well, I can't say that because that's like a nigga being in the crib all his life, and then you telling him go outside and play basketball just because he watch it or just because he. So I kind of, I mean, half and half, but.
But you can't say that, bro, because his dad got mad guns. There's no way he never touched a gun before, bro.
And that's a lemon squeeze, bro. You got to know how, I keep telling you, you got to know how to shoot that. You can't just pull the trigger on that. You got to put that shit in your hand and hung. That's why that's why the trigger look like. That's why the trigger not no hair trigger. They call that
shit single action? Or single, what they called it?
No, that's a double. It got the.
But it's the harder trigger though. It's the harder. I forgot what they called it.
I know. Nah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
That shit. I think a single trigger, and then they got double triggers.
Yes. You because you know other people got those.
The second time after I
that shit is fire. They blinked out the serial.
But you want to know? You want to know some crazy shit? You only can get those in the style that he got his from the military.
I was here some military gun in 1911.
Yes,
he ended up.
But his a Ruger though. It's not a Smith and Wesson.
Did you attempt to pull the trigger while he was coming at you?
Yes.
Okay.
Both times.
See, now if he was really in it, he would have turned the gun around, bashed his dad in the head,
It failed to fire. Is that right? Okay.
He ain't in it though, for real.
Yeah, he
and took the weapon from
He didn't want to go through with it.
Did you say anything to him after that, or what happened after he got the weapon from you?
After that, I basically he ran back into the living room, put the gun down on the ground, across the living room, away from the couch where I was sitting, which was red. Oh, see, I believe my parents called it. It was a red couch, I knew. And he placed it on the other side and then helped my mother in attending to my sister's wounds. After he put the gun down on the ground, I did consider either running to my room where there was a loaded shotgun or running for the gun.
Two loaded shotguns.
So I figured my chances were low of getting either done, so I didn't think it was worth it.
Pause it,
With
bro.
Sonny's confession recorded.
Pause it.
This man had backup plans on backup plans, bro. He was ready to crash out.
That nigga look like Pac. Yo, bro.
He got the Moz fucker and then a double barrel.
And it's another one next to it. You don't even see it.
Yeah. I see that one.
But why?
Like two more, ain't it?
Why is your shell? Yeah. Why is your shells just sitting? No.
Bro.
Oh, no. They probably took him out. They probably
that too.
Yeah, they probably had to secure.
Getting either done, so I didn't think it was worth it.
With Sonny's confession.
Pete. He got the computer equipment, bro. He was going somewhere. He was doing shit, bro.
Either done, so
don't lose your life over double, like.
With Sonny's confession recorded in more than sufficient detail, we can now tackle the question of why Sonny decided to undertake such unprovoked
She ain't
violence.
What were you thinking about?
Wordell, that's what I meant. She ain't 50.
What made you want to kill your sister and your parents tonight? What's been going on?
Here we go.
It's been pretty good, actually. I've got a job, had classes, it's going pretty well. Nothing really is bad been happening to me.
Nothing
pretty good though.
Nothing bad. You just wanted to do it.
Not even wanted. I just did.
Okay. Let's back up. Excuse me. A few minutes ago, we were talking about when you were loading the putting the rounds in the magazine, and then loading that magazine into your weapon. And you said that the initial plan was to go to your parents' room and then shoot them first, and then go into your living room where your sister was and then shoot her.
Yes.
What made you deviate from that plan?
I don't know. When I first saw my sister, and the first thought I suppose was, I don't know. I was supposed to go to my parents' room and kill father and mother, but I saw my sister, and for some reason I don't know why I remember the magazine into her torso.
Is there any reason why you want to kill everybody? I mean, did they hurt you?
No.
Have they made life miserable for you? Are they abusive to you physically?
Yo, bro, and then the fact that he played
there's no reason for it. It's just
I can think of.
Okay.
In 2 words, Sonny provides what could be very important information.
Yeah, not anymore.
It's just like,
If he had been abused as a child, this may give some insight into his detached behavior.
yeah,
as
like, so
ongoing
what is his
physical abuse
plan,
is often
bro?
the
Like,
accepted explanation behind pathological dissociative behavior or disorders. This could be in reference to Sonny's biological father, who was allegedly neglectful. But Sonny doesn't elaborate, so the officer tries honing in on a different part of the crime.
What made you want to kill your mother and father?
There wasn't really any motivation for it. Actually, one thing. Oh yeah, no, I told you about trying to shoot my father and then failing, and then trying again. No, but
wait, so that's not even real dad.
you didn't figure that out? This nigga is...
No, I heard it earlier, but I just peeped. I mean, he really didn't give a fuck about it. He could have been going
for killing my parents. None really existed. My father did a lot of the chores. My mother worked quite hard at her job. Father assisted. My mother at her job. I mean, we all had a relatively good life. That's right.
Did you get a sense of satisfaction when this was going on?
No, I didn't really feel anything.
And your mother was tending to your sister's wounds, like you said, and you were considering, when she was asking you why did you do it?
Did that a number of times.
Yeah, I'm sure. What was running through your mind when she said that?
At the moment, the only thing that I was thinking of really was either the gun, and then after I got a shotgun in my room, passed through my mind. I didn't really think of much. It was just sort of...
You were still in your plan mode of, can I get a weapon and kill mom and dad?
Yes.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yes.
Did that make you happy?
No.
Did it make you sad?
No, I didn't really feel much. It just sort of happened.
Do you have any idea why it just happened?
Not really.
Okay.
Sonny's answer of not really here is interesting. He actually seems to not understand it himself.
No, I was going to say that.
He low-key, I ain't gonna lie, that cop fucked it on him.
But having had weapons in my room for basically 1 or 2 years now, that's, I've had the opportunity for a while.
Well, why did you decide tonight?
Tonight was, I suppose it was a bit spontaneous. Yeah, I thought it was 6 days to Christmas or something like that. But my mother would come in and, perhaps wrap the gun the next day or something along those lines. So I figured the likelihood of her wrapping the gun the next day is fairly high. So best to do it now while I still have access to the firearm.
Even though Sonny's rationale for committing the crime tonight is disturbing, it still doesn't entirely make sense. Even if the gun had been wrapped and placed under the Christmas tree, Sonny would have still had access to it and multiple other firearms he could have used in the attack.
Is this something you thought about doing for a while, or is this something that you've been thinking about for the past couple minutes?
It was sort of impulsive and not really something I've considered before.
Here, Sonny.
Really, do you believe
he just lied, bro? He just said he had plenty of opportunities and all that. Like,
do you believe? Oh, I guess that's true.
Nah, but that's where, as a person, like, this is where like I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. This is where I believe that I'm weak-minded, because I would have just been walked out of the conversation and not, like, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. But the cop is really doing what he need to do, bro. Because, like, I keep asking myself, like, bro, why am I sitting here listening to this nigga, bro? He's telling on himself, but he's not telling on himself. He's literally talking of, like, in the moment. He's not saying it's premeditated. He's not saying none of that. He's just saying, like, shit, I mean, it happened. It was just in a snap of in a blink of an eye, it happened. I had a plan, and
not even a plan. He just had the access.
But bro, that's one thing on why I don't really think, like, when I get it. No, I mean, if I have kids and shit like that, nobody's gonna know. I'm not about to sit here and be showboating these shits. No, these shits is for one thing, because if they get caught up with that shit, nah. Like, I don't really understand this nigga, bro. You're getting charged with murder, point blank, period. What is your...
And he might get attempted for his pops.
Bro. What is your angle here? Like, what are you trying to do?
Nothing, bro.
Like,
you're saying you did it to his actions, which supports the
fact
fact that
he
may
did it.
struggle to differentiate between his thoughts and the reality of acting out his thoughts.
What ultimately made you decide to shoot your sister in the chest?
Why not the head, right?
I'll tell you, why didn't you one-tap head?
Something in my, I can't remember what it was, but something in my mind basically led to me loading the gun, and that, what was it doing?
Something interesting happens when Sonny tries to talk about what was going through his mind in the moments before the shooting. Well spoken up to this point, Sonny starts to stumble over his words, giving only partial thoughts and attempting to start his sentence over.
Something in my, I can't remember what it was, but something in my mind basically led to me.
When he isn't able to describe what he thought or felt, he reverts to talking about the physical details.
But basically ended up loading the gun, and after the gun was loaded in my bedroom, I walked out. And I suppose at that point, I don't know what I was thinking, but suppose I just shot her. I don't really have much of an explanation.
Okay. What emotions were running through you when this was going on?
Nothing much, right?
Were you happy? Were you sad? Or did you care?
Kind of stood there, I suppose.
Okay.
The stuttering and stumbling over emotional words is likely a sign of anxiety, so he retreats back into the world of dissociated details.
Right.
This could be due to a lack of comfort or understanding of emotions to begin with.
You think that killing your family, it's wrong?
Yes, it is socially and morally wrong.
Okay. And didn't you think you were going to get in trouble if that was to happen?
Yes, I was certainly going to be apprehended by the authorities.
Okay. but you still went through with it anyways.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Either it was out of curiosity, boredom, or something else.
Chillingly, curiosity or boredom could have very well been the case, as Sonny admits. Although he seems to lack empathy, there's a degree of self-awareness here. When a person lacks empathy, there is little to no attention placed on how another person would feel. The presence of empathy is critical because it is, in large part, what directs moral decision-making. Without it, someone like Sonny may just act on impulse or out of sheer curiosity or boredom. Sonny identifies over and over that he doesn't understand why he did this.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck?
I just don't understand. Damn, I'm getting it, bro.
And what's the caption of this again?
The day Sonny snapped.
Just sort of happened. I don't really it's either I don't remember, or I'm suppressing memory, or there is no reason. Getting towards this, there's not really much of a reason. So like getting impulsive about it.
You knew you were going to get in trouble.
Yes.
You knew it was wrong.
Yes.
You knew you were going to get caught, but you didn't care.
Yes.
Altogether, the detective interviewing Sonny has acquired a significant amount of evidence. The only remaining missing puzzle piece is the motive.
Right.
With enough material to charge Sonny, the question of his motive will be left to be uncovered during trial.
All right, well, give me just a minute, I'll be right back, okay?
After the officer leaves,
He really
Sonny
stunned
immediately goes back to talking to himself.
Well, no, see, the 1060 would be... Oh, no, yeah, we moved on from GPUs. It was, what was it? Enzo. No, not Enzo. Ryzen, that's what it's called. AMD's new AM4, DDR4, etc. architecture. I can't remember the chipset names. Yeah, the chipset names were really just important. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like... I don't know what it was. Yes, so DDR4 a bit late. I mean, it's sort of meh, but I don't know.
It only takes 3 minutes for the officer to return and tell Sonny what charges he will
So
officially
he
be
trying
facing.
to fake that shit,
All
basically?
right, Christopher, you are going to be arrested, okay? You'll be arrested for murder,
Yes.
murder for your sister, aggravated assault on your father for trying to shoot him.
That's possible. He knows he's on camera. He's sitting there talking to himself, trying to make himself look crazy. That's
But
possible.
he already told on himself. They just need to
Right.
prove. That's it. He already told
Well,
himself.
and then possession of a weapon near the commission of a felony, okay? You expect all that, though,
During the
correct?
commission of
Yes.
felony.
Well, we're gonna move forward with the charges. I want to let you know that that's, as of right now, what you're gonna be charged with, okay?
Okay.
So just hang tight. Someone will be with you shortly, and we'll get this underway as far as getting you transported to the jail and booked and everything like that, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Tragically, Ashley Kim succumbed to her injuries before the paramedics arrived. Emergency services attempted to resuscitate her, but they were unsuccessful. She was declared dead on the scene shortly after Sonny was arrested. In our conversation with Sonny's parents, they remembered their daughter fondly.
She was the pretty girl that was
Nice.
unmistakably not a mean girl.
Yeah, she wasn't a mean girl. She had a good heart. Good
There's a lot of people that spoke at her funeral that said, you know, Ashley didn't have to be nice to me, but she did. She didn't hold grudges.
She was a free bird, free spirit.
She was a free spirit. She was.
Full of love. You know, love's the
She
greatest
was.
power.
So what's
Full
the-
of love.
She was.
Full of
She was very kind, very loving.
Mhm.
Oh, no. Go back, yeah. Go back a little bit, yeah.
Sonny simply checks his watch. She had wounds on most parts of her body except for her head, including her
What a
arms,
dad.
legs, and chest.
He was barking
Despite the
that
extent
shit.
of her injuries, her death was not immediate. It was determined that Ashley's lungs had filled with blood, and she'd perished while her parents attempted to administer CPR before the ambulance arrived.
That's so sad,
However, her
man.
injuries were so severe that it was unlikely Ashley could have survived, even if help had arrived sooner.
That's
While
what
their
I'm saying.
parents
He
were
shot her
likely
so many
grieving the
times.
massively traumatic death of one child at the hands of another, Sonny remains unbothered as ever. After learning of his sister's demise, Sonny simply checks his watch and goes back to talking with himself.
I don't know, because the thing is probably it'd be kind of it's an energy basics. I mean, like your R7 was like yeah, Netflix 4K was only more quality. Windows 10, something like that. By the way, and Windows 10, sure, it can gather information, and even if it's not telling you when it's Windows 10.